So I'm here at the Box Youth and Community Project with Nick. How are you doing, Nick?
I'm all right. Nice to see you again, Ken.
Yeah, you too. Tell people a little bit about what you do here on a day-to-day basis. I know it's 7 days a week.
Yeah, so we are open every day, and we've got a range of different things on. Predominantly on an evening, we're working with children and young people.
Yeah.
And that's from the age of 5 to 19. But we also have SEND provision on an evening as well, and that goes up to the age of 25. Every week's a little bit different, and it's ever evolving and changing to the needs of what the community needs. But we have some sessions that are here every week from our food pantry. We have a ukulele group. We have drop-in IT sessions. So there's a little bit of everything for everyone. And we also have another centre down the road called Doxford CA, where people can call in, and there's bowls on in there. There's Slimming World. There's all sorts of different things happening down there. So there really is something for everyone.
Yeah, and obviously it was initially a youth project when it was formed, wasn't it? But obviously over the years, it's needed by the whole of the community. Have you seen the demographic change over the past sort of few years?
Absolutely. Since COVID, we really sort of evolved into more of a community project, and it wasn't just for children and young people. And we had. We have a Meals on Wheels sort of service now, and we have like community lunches going on, and it's all grew from 2020 from there, and each year we just sort of keep adding to our offer and what we can do. And this last year we've been a digital hub as well. We've had a new IT infrastructure put in, so we can support a lot more people with whether it's sorting out their bills, whether or not it's just something simple like setting up an email account, just a little bit of everything really.
Yeah, I mean it must be really heartening to know that it's so vital to the community, and that you can service the community whatever their needs, but it must also kind of be worrying that it is needed. Do you find that the needs of the community are becoming more complex? Yeah,
absolutely. That each year our staff time is taken up with dealing with really sort of complex cases, where if it's somebody that needs support with their bills, and we're quite fortunate because we have the support of the household support grants, and we can direct them in the right way. So even if we can't do it, we can sort of point them in the right direction and help them out that way. But yes, it's our food pantries, like you've seen this morning, is really busy, and that keeps getting busier each month, and we're really fortunate that we've got the support from the council. We've got Morrison's on the doorstep who support us, and even the local schools in the past few months have been helping out with donations for our food bank, and it's we're not slowing down anytime soon. So it is a sign of the times, and unfortunately I don't think it's going away, so we need to be here and increasing our services, what we can offer.
Is there obviously are people at home though, who in the community who are maybe isolated and who haven't made the step to come out? Is there anything you can do? Like you say, you're doing your Meals on Wheels, and you go out and do outreach, and you're in kind of all the length.
I think that's where it starts. I think sometimes that initial bit of contact with us, where we might go and deliver a meal, or we've got the gardening team might go and help out with the garden, or they might go and build a set of wardrobes or something like that, and you just have that first bit of contact with somebody, and it gives them that confidence in who we are, and then they say, actually, I wouldn't mind going up to the lunch on a Thursday and going to meet some other like-minded people, and that's where it grows each week. We just keep picking people up all the time. So
Great. So we've seen the lunch here, which was absolutely rammed. We met a few of the volunteers. We're going to come back and sort of do some of the DJing. Is there any kind of highlights of the week for you?
To be honest, every day is a little bit different, and we've got the programs of work are very different each time you come to the box. You know, and for the staff, no day is the same because we're always dealing with something different. And I think that's why we love our job so much, is that it's always changing. But it changes depending on what the needs are of the community. So we have to be flexible, and we have to adapt to what the needs are. And I think that's what makes a good project.
Yeah, of course. So obviously somebody's from around here that have probably seen the building, but if somebody wanted to get in touch, I know you're quite active on socials, but what's the best way for them to get in touch?
I mean, good old fashioned way, just come and knock on the door. There's always someone in. We're open from 9 until 9 until what time? Well, about 8 o'clock most nights. It's a little bit shorter on the weekends, but just come and call in, or give us a phone call if you want to find out anything out. We're always at the end of the phone if you've got a problem with something, or you're looking for some help, and if we can't help, we'll certainly point you in the right direction.
Well, is it website address is?
Website's down at the minute, so we'll cut that bit out.
What socials?
We're on Facebook, and a lot of our posts and reminders go out on social media. But good old fashioned phone call for us is, get in touch that way.
Okay, thanks, Dick.
Thank you.
So I'm here with Judith, one of the volunteers at the box. Hello, Judith.
Hello.
If you can give us a bit of a rundown of what you do here. Yes.
So I come here on a Tuesday and on a Thursday. On a Tuesday we run a food bank, but we also have the people who come in for the food bank also have cups of coffee and sit and chat. So that's from about 10 o'clock until about 12 o'clock. And then on a Thursday we do dinners. Well, it's kind of changed a bit. When I first started, we used to do dinners, and we would serve them.
Okay.
But that's kind of dried up at the moment. And now what we're doing on a Thursday is we make meals, and then I'm one of the people who delivers them out in the community. Different
the Meals
people,
and Wheels type of service.
Kind of stuff type of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And how long have you been here?
I would say a couple of years.
Do you live in the community yourself?
I do.
Yes.
I do. I mean,
so do you know a lot of the people who come in?
I do. I didn't realise how many I knew. I used to do a keep fit here years ago.
Right.
And it wasn't like this. Do you know what I mean? I didn't realise how much they actually do in here.
Yeah.
I mean, they do loads for the kids and adults with learning difficulties, young adults, the elderly, going out in the community. They do a heck of a lot.
I think we've heard that loud and clear,
not
really just here but everywhere else, about until you've come through the door you don't realise what goes on.
Not at all.
And I think everybody from the outside has a perception of something, and it takes them to just make that step through the door.
Yeah, and what I think as well is that the work that they do with the younger children, when I've been involved with that, mainly with the meals side of it, not so much like working with the kids as in support or anything like that. The quality of care and stimulation that they get is much better than things I've taken my daughter to in the past, where they were entertained, but here they just do so much with them. It's just really, really good. It's excellent.
Because I think the young people have get a bad rep, don't they? People going, they're all up to no good or whatever. But and people are saying, because there's not much around for them, but I think this is evident that there is a lot. But you've got to find it,
and you've got to. That is a problem.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a commitment from them and the families to sort of get them in and get them going. I mean, what kind of people do you see on the sessions you do? It's mainly aimed at adults.
Mainly adults. So when I'm doing the Meals on Wheels kind of thing, it's mainly elderly. Sometimes it's people who live in houses that are sort of equipped for them as an elderly person. Sometimes it's just people who live on their own in the family home. Okay. Then when we used to do the dinners on a Thursday, when there was people coming in, it was the same kind of group, mainly adults, but then we had a group of adults with learning difficulties used to come in as well. And then when I've done stuff with sometimes, like say during school holidays when it's really, really busy because they run like 3 or 4 clubs, I'll help with the food for that. So then it's the different age groups of children that come in. So
and how vital do you think it is to the community? Oh,
I think it's vital. I think that probably if more people could use it, it would be, there should be more. Because one of the problems I think with here is, yes, it's in a community, but it's not right in the middle of an estate. So that sometimes it's a bit, people don't know see. I mean, I lived round the corner and I didn't know so much was going on. So it opened my eyes to that. And
I think some people are afraid to come out of the house. Some people are kind of, if it's too far for them to walk or whatever. So for somebody who might be watching this who's knows of it or doesn't know of it, and we're trying to get them to come in, what would you tell them?
Well, I would just say come in and try, and if you want to find out what's happening, give them a ring. There's so much going on. I mean, they run walking clubs, I think they're doing ukulele club, they just do all sorts, and they're also open to ideas of other things that the community might want, because that's quite difficult. The younger kids, there's a programme and it's kind of easy to run, but for the community side of it, it depends on what the community want, because if it doesn't work and the community don't use it, then it'll have to fold.
Of course,
So
I think Nick had said that about how over the year things have changed, like you've said on a Thursday things change. You've got to be able to adapt, haven't you?
And it's not to say that it'll stay like that. It may well change again, and I think that's something I've learnt about. This is probably being in the volunteering sector. They do change, and there's a reason for the change, and you as a person can see why they're changing, whereas when you're in the normal day-to-day workplace, they change just for the sake of it. It's not like that here. They do what they need, they work on the job to work out what's necessary and what works.
Well, yes, thank you for your time, Judith. All right, take care.
Thank you very much.
Question.